Hey, black man power, black woman power, black child power. It's King Leon X, the human liberator. The power is ours. This is episode 53 of Take Charge of Your Life. Take charge of your mind. Take charge of your day, your mental attitude. Take charge of your life is my self-mastery, self-motivation midday series. So check this out. Today we finishing up in personal initiative. All right, we've been talking about personal initiative all last week. We've been talking about how we can turn our imagination into action, turn our imagination and our definite major purpose into our physical equivalent. We've been talking about the characteristics of someone with personal initiative, the type of habits that person embodies, because we know that the difference between those who succeed and those who fail lies in the difference of their habits. So good habits are the key to all success, and bad habits are the unlocked door to failure. So anyway, I'm King Leon X. This is episode 53. If I say something that resonates with you in this episode, make sure you type "make the choice" in the comments. And the reason we type "make the choice" is because we don't have to take charge of our life. We choose to. You feel me? We get to. We understand our divinity, and we don't want to just talk about it. We want to actualize it. We know that success is something that we attract by the person we become, and the type of person we become is much better than what we get. All right, and we are focused on turning our ideas into physical things systematically, becoming our greatest version so we can be the greatest asset to the black collective, right? Period. So I have 4 or 5 more points or characteristics of someone with personal initiative, but since this is Monday, I'm just going to just rip through this whole list really fast, and then I'm gonna only explain and expound on the ones that I did not explain and expound on last week. All right, so we know that personal initiative is what gives us success above mediocrity, right? We know that there's 2 types of people in the world, 2 types of men in the world who'll never amount to much. Those who can only do what they're told, or those who can't do what they're told, and those who can only do that, right? They can't do much else besides doing what they're told. It's like most people, the only schedule that they go by is the one that their job gives them. They work harder on their job than they do on themselves. And then they rather complain versus act, plan, read, develop, take responsibility, accountability, then execute. All right. So we know that it's our follow through and our can do attitude, us choosing for ourselves, is what's going to take us to the next level. So these are some of the habits and some of the things that people with to describe someone with personal initiative, right? So a person with personal initiative has a definite major plan and purpose in life and a plan for its attainment. A person with personal initiative has a definite major plan in life and a purpose for its attainment. You always hear me talk about chief aim and definite major purpose. Which essentially is you being able to say your life in one sentence. In 2012, when I learned that information, I said, my chief aim in life is to positively influence the minds of the youth, create an achievement-driven culture, and lead the next generation into a global renaissance. Right? But that's the last one I'm expounding on, because I expounded on all these last week. I'm about to just rip through this list. The person with personal initiative has definite major purpose and a plan for its attainment. The second point, a person with personal initiative has a mastermind alliance with those people whose help is essential in carrying out that definite major purpose. We know a mastermind alliance is 2 or more people working in perfect harmony for the attainment of a definite purpose. The third characteristic, or how to describe a person with personal initiative, they have the necessary persistence and the will to win. All right. The fourth point is to describe a person with personal initiative. That type of person makes decisions promptly when he has the necessary facts to base them on, and he changes the decisions slowly, if at all. The point 5 is person with personal initiative follows the habit of going the extra mile with a positive mental attitude. We know that going the extra mile is the habit of giving more service and better service than expected to give, and doing it all with a positive mental attitude and a pleasing personality. The next point is a person with personal initiative accepts full responsibility for everything he undertakes and never points the blame. Okay, we are not in the game of pointing blame. Okay, we are not in the pointing blame business. We are in the take responsibility for our life business. You feel me? That's what we're in. Anyway, the next point is take friendly criticism without resentment, because we've learned how to profit from it. All right, a person with personal initiative takes all criticism friendly without resentment or resistance, because he knows how to profit from any so-called adversity. The next point is know the 9 basic motives. Right, every people move and operate. Every single decision that someone makes is based on these 9 basic motives. I'm not going to tell you right now. You need to look it up or go back to last week's video. The next point is never expresses an opinion about anything unless he has thought the subject through and is prepared to explain how he came to that conclusion. Right? So that's one of my favorite points. I'm going to express it again, because a person with personal initiative never expresses an opinion about anything until he has thought the subject through and is prepared to explain how he came to that conclusion. How often do we know people who have yet to master, or don't even consider or even try to master their tongue and the art of speaking, or thinking first then speaking after they're sure what they say will benefit them and not injure others. The 10th quality of a person with personal initiative is they listen much, talking only when benefiting self and others. Wow, I just mentioned that point from 4 weeks ago when we were talking about self-discipline. In the areas in which one must exercise self-discipline, the first area one must exercise self-discipline is gaining the mastery of the tongue. All right, boom. I did that. That's where we went all last week with it. All right, now I'm about to give you all these points. For the rest of this week, again, this is episode 53. This is Monday, mega motivated, money making, magnificent, merciful Monday. You feel me? And we out here pushing forward, growing and glowing, never drying and dying. Now check this out. Point 11 is attention to detail. So this is where we at with it in 2017. All right. Point 11 is how we started it off today. You have to be thorough. Okay. We have to be thorough in our decision-making capability. We have to be thorough in our planning. We got to be thorough in our in our purpose. All right. We got to be clear. Just as clear as you have to be using a GPS to go somewhere, right? Just as clear as you have to be when telling your order, when you order food somewhere. Just as clear as you have to be in seeking or doing anything. That's how you have to do when it comes to planning out your life, when it comes to taking charge of your life, when it comes to happiness, when it comes to wealth, when it comes to prosperity, when it comes to harmony in your human relationships, when it comes to harmony in the relationship with yourself. For you to fall madly in love with yourself and be able to make integrity-based decisions, okay? It's a specific strategy and certain things that you have to do, and you have to pay attention to detail. People do not pay attention to the details. They overlook the details, and then they want to complain all the time. Well, me, I don't have anything to complain about. Okay, I know exactly what I'm doing. I know exactly where I'm going, and I accept and receive all experiences that come my way. And I search for the highest good in each. And I live in a constant, never-ending, eternal, like, happiness. It's just like a now, big, long-ass now, eternal happiness, joy, excitement. And it's fulfilling, you see, because I pay attention to the details, right? I pay attention to the details when it comes to planning out our goals. We planned out goals in our for finance. We planned out goals for our social contribution. We planned out goals for our career. We planned out goals for our legacy. We planned out goals for our recreation. We planned out goals for our political strategies. We planned out goals for our social strategies. We planned out goals for our emotional well-being. We plan out goals, expectations and intentions for the restoration of self-confidence. We plan out setting goals for community. You feel me? And then we're developing the discipline. That's why we got to pay attention to the details so we could develop the discipline, have the discipline to build that bridge. We know that discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments. Okay, and I'm about personal achievement. All right, I'm about taking people to the next level. Right, I'm about people taking charge of their own life, because I can only bring you one level. I got a lot of power. I can pull you up one level. That's dope. You touch me, I give you a hug. Boom. You do anything. You follow any of the shit I'm going. If you ever been around me, boom, I could bring you up one level. That's cool. You might need someone to bring you up one level, but it's your job. You have to take you know how many levels up I did? Look how many levels up this is. No one could do that for me. No one could do that for me. The type of person that I became, the type of person that I'm becoming. I have to do this myself. There's no loopholes. There's no loopholes. There's no loopholes to personal achievement. There's no loopholes to manhood. There's no loopholes to self-mastery. There's no loopholes to enlightenment. There's no loopholes to Christ consciousness. There's no loopholes to none of that. You have to become it. And that's what I'm in the process of doing, you see. Because I pay attention to detail, which is the first point of what we're talking about today. Let me see how much time I got. Probably. All right, I'm going over. I'm giving y'all 30 minutes today. Matter of fact, I realized that I'm going to give y'all 30 minutes every Monday and 30 minutes every Friday. And then the 15 minutes in between. Because I just be having a lot to say. And I'm going to be trying to rush myself. All right? So the second point today, which is also point 12. All right? Point 12 of describing a person with personal initiative. A person with personal initiative never suggests an action without the why or how it could be done best. Okay? A person, don't y'all, y'all been around people, right? In a group setting or team setting or just around. People be suggesting things. People be wanting to put their input. But as soon as you ask them why or how, they haven't thought that far. And they're just talking to talk, not even understanding the power of words, what those words are doing to themselves and the world around them. Not even understanding what those words are manifesting in their life, in their body. You see? Because people don't pay attention to detail. People don't be understanding. People think that, oh yeah, just because I can wake up and go do some shit, that means I'm living. If you think that's living, well, have fun. Have as much fun as you can. Because you're just in it doesn't matter. That's not what I'm talking about. A person with personal initiative never suggests an action without the why and how it can be done. What action have I suggested for y'all? I have suggested for y'all to make the choice. I've suggested for y'all to take charge of your life. Like, I'm a person with personal initiative. And again, this book that I'm teaching out of, I live out my goals and dreams. There's nothing that I do that I don't choose to do, okay? And I'm teaching out of a book. I'm teaching out of my self-help book from February 11th, 2013. Look. Wait, this is the first page. It says, "Today I begin a new life." Damn. Today I begin a new life. You feel me? Listen, y'all. Hey, listen, hold on. Listen. But I still been to jail 10 times. I still beat felonies. I still had the feds investigate me. I still got tased in the back 8 times. My chin split open. I still work corporate America. I still been to 42 states and 7 countries. You feel me? I still goddamn And about to go to the next point, which is point 13. All right. Point 13 is that a person with personal initiative only does one thing at a time, or focuses on one thing at a time. Now, how can we, so listen, if I have goals set up in my family, in my, for my, hold on, I'm too hyped right now. All right. We talk about focus on one thing at a time. All right. If we have goals set up for all areas of our life, if I just went to tell y'all about attention to detail and how thorough we must be when it comes to determining the direction of our lives and all of the tools and skills and resources, before I'm telling you about having to list all the obstacles that you have to overcome and identifying all the knowledge and all the skills required and identifying all the people and all the groups and all the organizations that are required. And I'm telling you to write a whole bunch of all these things down. I'm guiding and I'm assisting you and directing you towards the strategies, processes, and tactics that you could implement on a daily basis. But I'm telling you that it must be holistic. So it's finance, social, spiritual, career, family, all these things. Then how can we focus on one thing at a time if we have all these things together? The focusing on one thing at a time is a person with personal initiative understands that the power of now, every single moment is just a moment of now. It's one big, long, eternal now. So when you're doing something, a task, regardless of how high it is or how what appear would to be low it is, but nothing that I do is low. I don't care if, like, we was just in somebody's neighborhood that I don't even live in picking up trash. Okay? We were picking up trash and cigarette butts and condom wrappers. Nothing that I do is low. Everything that I do, every labor that I engage in is of the highest value, and I'll give my best. And everything that I do has dignity. I don't do anything without dignity. So when we talk about focusing on one thing at a time, you know what I'm focused on right now? I got a billion things going on. But what I'm focusing on right now is this take charge of your life. And speaking of, I just realized that my phone said that my shit was going to die in a second. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Damn. Hold up. My phone was about to die, yo. Hold on. Y'all got to give me 2 seconds. Like, give me 2 seconds, okay? Like, I got y'all. Give me 2 seconds. Not really 2 seconds, but hold up. Okay. Alright, cool. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be fast, though. I gotta be fast. Okay. Plug this up. Okay. Good money. Hey, so it's like this. Like I was saying, everything that I do, everything. Look at this. Shout out to this 10-foot cord. That's what you call preparation. Alright, now I gotta figure out. Alright, hold up. Let me get one of these books. I'm gonna just get this brain building book. Exercising Yourself Smarter. I'm just gonna use this book to prop up my phone. Cause people be forgetting that I used to run corporate sales regions and offices and shit for these Fortune 500s and 100 in my youth. And I just learned some black shit and I just went hella crazy. I'm like, what? You mean to tell me this, and this? Oh, hell nah. They got me fucked up. But now I'm back to bring personal achievement, strategy, and give an example of what righteousness, self-mastery, self-discovery, self-actualization looks like, what it feel like, what it sound like, what freedom really look like. Because, like, cause we was all raised in the Bible and shit, right? Everyone knows who Jesus is, right? So I learned this nigga Jesus said that anything that I do, you could do plus more. I said, oh, word? I bet. I'm going to call your bluff. And then I realized, damn, I can raise the dead too. I can heal the blind too. I can make the deaf see, or deaf hear too. Damn, that's crazy. I can, goddamn, just go from city to city getting black people riled up about the like, he said plus more. Yeah, you know what plus more means? It's mission complete, because it's mission complete when it's, hey, let me get back to take charge of your life, because this is what this video is on. All right. Listen, when we were talking about focusing on one thing at a time. See, this is probably one of my biggest issues, though, is being able to, because you just see how my mind just went to a whole bunch of other different things, as if I'm not doing a take charge of your life video. And my main thing that I need to be focused on is to giving y'all these points. This is probably why I can't do a 15. This is why none of my videos, my take charge of your life, really be 15 minutes, even though they're supposed to be. Right? So it's about me taking responsibility and accountability and understanding that if and that I can never stop trying, I can never stop growing, I can never stop developing, because I've okay, I've identified the characteristics of the type of person that I intend to become, and every day I strive for that. Oh yeah, oh word, yeah, because I had okay, Miss Brown talked about my crown real quick. Listen, I had these twists in for a minute, had them Jones braided, bantu knotted, plaited, and all that. I gave myself a deep conditioning, so I don't know. I might blow dry it out and see how big it is, because y'all know it's probably like this now. You feel me? The big super ignorant fro. But anyway, thank you for complimenting me on my hair. I'm never cutting it and I'm never locking it. It's one of my self-discipline techniques, right? It's a lot of self-discipline involved in this process here. The 14th point is a positive a person with personal initiative has a positive mental attitude in communicating, right? We're communicating. See, when I'm communicating with you, when I speak to people, I try to, for the most part, try to come from that place of positivity of like, you're like a build, break, build. This is what we used to do at corporate. It's like build, break, build. It's like you, we, you. If I'm going to speak any type of criticism or anything, I'm going to say we. I'm going to say we. It's like, you're doing such a great job at blah, 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 blah. What we should work on, or what we need to be focusing on, or what I'm looking to focus on this week is this. But overall, I love that I love what you're doing there, and there. Keep up the good work. Right? So then it's not just an ego shot like, you need to do this and you need to do that and you suck and blah, blah, blah. Because that's all people be hearing. If a person who's supposed to be a leader, a person supposed to be guiding and leveling them up, if they're not skilled in communicating effectively from a place of positivity. Like most people, they just want to complain, but they haven't like, you could listen to them complain for like 20 minutes and be like, okay, so what do you want me to do? And then they'll be like, they don't have anything that you want them to do, they want you to do. And it's like, so what the fuck? Like, listen, what results are expected of me? What results I'm going to tell you what results I expect And then we could work on plans and strategies and all these types of things to get there. And then we could hold each other accountable. Tell me what you expect. What results are expected of us? What do you want? Like, because other than that, like, what are you talking about? But sometimes I can understand a place where, sometimes I can speak from a condescending place and I'm learning more. But people know that my intentions are always, or they should know that my intentions are not malicious or with malice. And we got 2 more points. The 15th point is a person with personal initiative gives you direct answer to your question. This is also something that I am getting better at, because I answer the question and I be answering all parts and around the questions. But as I get more skilled, it's just boom, answer the question. Does that make sense? Does that help? Have I answered your question? Right? And just get right to it. Like, hey, does that, like, instead of, boom, you ask me a question, I say what I have to say. Does that make sense? Does that help? And have I answered your question? All right, cool. Next question. The 16th point. A person with personal initiative never puts things off until tomorrow. They understand that tomorrow will never come. Tomorrow is the day reserved for the labor of the lazy. I am not lazy. Tomorrow is the day when the weak become strong. I am not weak. Tomorrow is the day when the evil become good. I am not evil. Tomorrow is the day when the failure will succeed. I am not a failure. I am a champion. And the champion learns from his losses and learns from his setbacks. And a champion is not made in the ring. A champion is made outside of the ring. A champion is just shown in the ring. In the ring, that's when the champion is shown. That's when the champion is just merely highlighted. Because his prior work ethic, what he'd been doing in the dark. Because the type of person that he is. A champion is a champion. He was a champion when it was 3 a.m. when he was by himself, putting in work. He was a champion at 4 a.m. when he's still putting in work. He was a champion when it was fucking blistering snow and he put on his layers and he was out there getting them reps on, running, doing whatever he needed to do. He was the champion. Listen, he was the champion when he was developing those strategies. You see in those tactics and watching the film. Now I'm using sports because we know in sports we know that you either win or lose. Y'all be acting like you can't lose at life. Y'all be acting like you can't be a loser. Keep that up. Go ahead. My children ain't about to get no participant trophy. Yeah, you either won, you might have got second place or third. And depending on how many people was there, second and third only is not even really that relevant. Like, I don't know what's up with y'all. I don't know what's up with people who's like, oh, okay, yeah, it's okay to lose. Nah, I ain't never been no motherfucking loser. Like, what? Nigga, what? A loser? Hell nah. What results are expected of me to win? I'm willing to do that. What results are expected of me to be called a champion? I'm willing to do that. What results are expected of me to be called great? I'm willing to do that. What results are expected of me to be Listen, y'all know what I'm talking about. It's King Leon next. This is episode 53. Take charge of your life. I'm the human liberator. Like I always say, yo, don't follow me, follow your dreams, right? Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. Don't wish for less problems, wish for more skills. Don't wish for security, wish for adventure. Enjoy the adventure, enjoy the process, family. Don't wish for less challenges, but wish for more wisdom to deal with the challenges, to overcome the challenges, to push through the challenges. The only limitation that you have is the one you set up in your own mind, or you allow others to set up for you. I'll catch y'all tomorrow at noon. Peace. Oh shit, and hold up. Check my website out too though, because if you ain't got my book and my CD, you could definitely support me that way. Go to my website. And if you like edibles, hotvibe treats.com.